Good evening. This is Weekdays with Wendy, and I'm reading to you from the Love Your Neighbor, No Exceptions Daily Flip Calendar. Today's reading is a quote by Buscaglia. Don't brood. Get on with living and loving. You don't have forever. If this past year has taught us anything, it's that life is uncertain. It's also shown us what's really important in life, our relationships. And yet, how often is it that we allow a minor squabble or irritation to become a major thing that drives a wedge between us and those we love? We don't know about tomorrow. Life is uncertain. And so it's really important that we remember each and every moment what really matters. Our relationships with friends and family. It's important that we listen to this quote. It's very practical. Don't brood. Get on with living and loving. You don't have forever. The first part, don't brood. How often is it that we will let perhaps kind of a slight comment or a disagreement between a friend, and we will start to replay it over and over. We rehash it. And pretty soon we are arguing in the midst of that replay of that disagreement. We're trying to come up with better responses. We try to come up with those one-liners that will really win the argument, will really stick it to them. Now, how loving is that? But how loving is it to stay focused on the argument, on the irritation, the frustration? How loving is it to replay it over and over? Would any of us want our mistakes, our comments that we wish that we could take back, played over and over and over again? Of course not. Don't brood. Don't hang on it. Let it go. Which goes to the second part of the quote. Get on with living and loving. Living isn't replaying an argument over and over, trying to get the better response, trying to shut the person down. Get on with living. Get on with loving. Remember the best qualities of those you love, not the worst little moments, but all the history of why you love them. Get on with living and loving. And then finally, the last part, you don't have forever. We've seen this past year of the uncertainty of life. So many people have had their health affected, have had loved ones lost. We aren't guaranteed tomorrow. When you consider your friends and family, what are the things that you would want to say to them today if you knew that you wouldn't have tomorrow? What are the things that you would want to focus on? Is it that petty little disagreement? Of course not. Don't brood. Get on with living and loving. And you don't have forever. Mend the relationships that you've let pettiness drive a wedge in between you and them. Mend them and focus on the bigger things. Remember what's really important. The relationships with your friends and family. And make sure to give them your very best. I hope you have a great weekend, and I'll see you again on Monday. Take care.